Johnny B, aka Kollector, for the purposes of this here stream. I had to get my circuits straight there. It's just earlier over on that big old TV. I was doing my Retronathan streaming. Gosh, I'm tripping all over myself here. Um, so yeah, they're different personas, same person, but different focuses, I should say, for the streams. Whereas Retronathan is more delving into games that are bona fide classics, or that evoke the feel of the old games I used to play growing up in the 80s and 90s and beyond. Platformers, side-scrolling beat 'em ups, etc. This stream, Kollector, is more about opening things, ordering geeky swag. You can see in the background, I got all my accoutrements, whether it be miniature arcade machines, figures, Funko Pops, etc. Limited edition collectibles. Definitely scratches my itch to seek some of these out for franchises that I love, Star Wars, Tron, etc. So anyways, I have a tastening, as I like to call it, because it just, in my opinion, sounds a little bit more epic. I'm going to taste a couple of things that are new, maybe not new to you, but new to me. And I'm going to maybe start with that because I am a little hungry anyway, and I always love a good little treat. Got a sweet tooth, so I'm going to indulge that in a bit here, but and then I'll get into the, as I like to call them, unboxing. All right, so first up for the tasting, I've got Goldfish Zesty Ranch. Goldfish are a classic. They've been around forever. My son is addicted to them. You always see bags of them, half-eaten, just in his room. He goes for the classic, of course. Doesn't like any adventurous new flavors, but I do. I like to try new things. Maybe he'll get there one day, but that's on him. It's whatever. So anyways, Zesty Ranch Goldfish. Let's see how they taste. Wow. Man, they come strong with the ranch. Like, tastes exactly like Zesty Ranch on a goldfish. So, yeah. Tastes good. I like ranch. I like goldfish. The two together taste good. So, I'll give it a 8.5. Quite tasty. All right, I'm gonna leave that around my computer. Nice little work snack there. To top off the tasting, I picked up some of these guys. Tic Tacs, another classic snack candy with the Dr. Pepper flavoring. Dr. Pepper being another classic soda flavor, of course. And I've been jonesing to try these. Let's see what they taste like. Okay. Yeah. Not bad at all. There's something weird about Dr. Pepper when it's not surrounded in fizz, the flavor. Tastes good. It definitely evokes that Dr. Pepper flavor, but yeah, there's just something weird about experiencing that and not having the carbonation. So I definitely dig them, though. I'd give them maybe a 7.5 out of a 10. So I'll definitely be crushing these. I bought a whole box of them because, basically I figured I'd like them. And my kids like Tic Tacs, especially my son, so they'll help me out, I'm sure. All right, well, let me get cracking with some of these things. Oh, a couple of things I already had open that I'd wanted to kind of show off that are kind of fun. So I wanted to make sure I got a box of this before they um, didn't have them anymore, but I just like the design. It's super cool. A rare kind of tie-in, it's limited time kind of thing. And the cereal is actually pretty decent. Sort of tasted, I want to say like honeycomb, but with like little marshmallows in. And I always love marshmallows. The dry tastes like almost like astronaut ice cream. Um, but yeah, this was a fun Stranger Things collab, and I made sure to grab myself a box before they are gone forever. Well, until the next Stranger Things thing comes out. All right. I went to a concert recently. That's why I didn't do my Retronathan stream the last couple of weeks. Went with my daughter. First to one that some concert that she was all about, Machine Girl. I wasn't feeling it so much, but just kind of showing up for her and being there for her and her friends, and they had a great time. Then I saw Gary Newman, this guy right here. Ended up buying some merch, including this signed CD. He's one of the OGs as far as uh, gothic music, sort of new wave ish kind of. Uh, I think he definitely was instrumental in kind of developing, I want to say, like industrial, synth heavy. He's got these weird sci-fi kind of vibes, cyberpunk, very very cool stuff, man. I love me some Gary Newman. Most known for Cars. It's his biggest hit from the '80s, but he's got a few bangers, and I really enjoyed the show. But I bought a couple of other things I don't have with me. I actually bought a bumper sticker that says Gary Newman is here in my car, and then actually in my car I've got the Gary Newman air freshener where it's like his little round face and actually smells quite nice. Um, all right, let's see what else we got here. This is from Target. It's about game size, so that's what I'm thinking it is. Oh no, it's a movie. Oh, I think I know what this is. Ordered this some time ago. Yeah. Let's get this in here. Ah, yes. Deathstalker. So anybody that knows me knows that I'm a fan of cheesy B movies, especially ones from the '80s, fantasy type movies, etc. That's where my inspiration for the name Kollector came from. Now this looks like a ton of fun. Look at that. I mean, practical effects for the win. A lot of creatures and magic and swords. Just definitely my cup of tea. I mean, you got Patton Oswalt in there. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. This is by the same director that did a couple of movies. I want to say Psycho Gorman or PG. And then Frankie Frico, both of which I still have yet to see. And I know they're on my queue. I want to get to them. But this I'm very excited about. Watched the first two in my bad movie group and had a ball with those. But definitely want to see what this guy's interpretation of that old '80s fantasy movie is. Okay, so what do we got here? It's always weird when it says from Return Center. So I don't know what that is all about. But, oh, okay, this looks like what I ordered from Best Buy a while back, the Neo collection. I've only played a little bit of Neo, the first one, and I was quite impressed. And a lot of people seem to really dig this action adventure type of game. I think it goes into feudal Japan, I want to say, but more of a fantasized setting. I think sort of shogun, warriors and such. Sengoku era Japan to face nightmarish foes and legendary warriors. So, yeah, one of those like dark, difficult action kind of games. What else we got here? I may have opened, did I open this already? No. Something from Amazon. Um, oh, nice. Forgot I ordered this. Hotel Barcelona. I can't tell you much about it, to be honest, but man, if I'm not sold on the cover alone, look at that art. It just pops, man. That's incredible. So I don't know much about this game. It just but it was on sale. 15 bucks. It may still be if you want to check it out on Amazon for the PS5. I think they had the Xbox version. It was around 17. It could be more. I mean, those prices fluctuate sometimes, but this just looked like the type of weird indie type of game that I'm all about. You know, I love indie games. Not to say that I'm not knocking like the top tier, super blockbuster type of games. I love those too, actually. I love immersive movie like type of experiences, but yeah, the indie games are often near and dear to me because they often are the type of games that I would play on Retronathan. More these developers are making games like the ones that they grew up with, oftentimes, and sometimes they're just the most creative, daring games too. Like they're not cranking out some sequel, Spider-Man 2 or 3 or whatever. It's more like, hey, let's come up with a new concept, and because I believe in it, and some of them are Kickstartered, and if that's even a word. But yeah, I love me some indie games. All right, this is another package from Amazon. I believe I know what this is. I want to say, well, it's definitely a graphic novel. Yeah. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. Look at that beauty. That's a great cover. You see the X-Men in there and the Avengers, and they're all going up against the big G. That's why I love comics. You probably will never see this cinematically, but in the comics you can see anything. Just wherever the imagination of the creators takes you. So I'm all for that. I need to get on my reading game though, man. I've been off of reading for some time. Graduate school kind of killed that a little bit for me, but I'll get back into it. I mean, it just takes the right kind of stuff like this here as well. Elvira in Monsterland, trade paperback. It's a hardback. Didn't mean to. Oh, sorry, Elvira. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Elvira being the Mistress of the Night, iconic, just horror queen, late night, horror movie host, B-movie, schlocky, commentator. I got to meet her one time, take a photo with her. She's fantastic, just an absolute queen, legend, lover. And so yeah, those are fun stories that pit her like against various monsters and such. So leaning into her gothy horror vibes. All right, so what else do we got here? All right, here's one. Oh, nope, maybe not. Give me a second. All right, this is from one of my faves that I feature quite often on here, Limited Run Games. Yeah, they a lot of people get real upset with them because of their business model. They do open pre-orders, and then this is before they've manufactured anything, and so it takes them a while, especially with collector's editions, to fulfill your order. So, but if you know that going into it, you know what to expect. You won't be disappointed. And as I like to think about it, as many do, it's just kind of a nice surprise when you do ultimately get what you ordered. So this is a special edition of Tomba. This game I played back in the day. It was on the PlayStation 1. Made by, what is it? Whoopee Camp? Yeah, Whoopee Camp. Which was, I think, a small video game production company that was comprised of, I think, former Capcom folks, or maybe one guy. I don't know how many were in it, but and it shows. I mean, this is a very like original, colorful, fun platformer. Um, you play as a pink-haired caveman, and you can like jump onto pigs' backs and toss them at people, and it's just zany, and I love it. So it comes with like various things here. What do we got? So physical game, retro box, original soundtrack, deluxe art book, 12 by 16 double-sided poster, steelbook. Love the steelbook. Tomba and Coma Pig figures and art prints. So yeah, you get figures. That's a nice bonus. All right. Let's see what this guy is. I want to say this is also from Limited Run. This long box here. I think this is an extra from a game that I ordered a long time ago. Yeah, Shadows of the Damned Collector's Edition. My gosh, this thing is freaking huge. I need to stop with the ordering of collector's editions because I'm just running out of space. I often like to talk about in my collector streams is, collect responsibly. It's kind of the geek version of the what they often say with alcohol ads, drink responsibly, So in the same vein, collect within your budget, within your space, and I'm definitely bumping up against that. But this is just a big black box of Shadow of the Damned, and I want to say it's a giant, like, gun. Let's see, collector's edition includes game, which I think they sent separately, CD soundtrack, art book, Johnson gun replica, and certificate of authenticity. So, yeah, this game, Shadows of the Dam, I still have yet to play it. I double dipped on that. I mean, I think it originally came out on like the 360, and then they re-released it in a more like an upgraded version for like modern consoles. So, I still have the original 360 copy, I think, and like the newer one. So that's what I hate, like my queue for games is so long that by the time I get around to wanting to play some of these games, they're like already making like the super HD whatever redo. So but that's just kind of how it is. I get it. If you got a strong franchise, a strong property, you want to just get it into as many hands as possible, so make money. I get it. That's the name of the game. All right, let's get this guy over here. Oh wait, I think I got this. What is this from? So it's got a person's name on there. Thinking I ordered this from eBay or something like that, but let's see what's in this little bubble mailer. Oh, that's right, I forgot I ordered this. Owl Boy. Make sure the game's in there. There we go. Yeah, so this is sort of a Metroidvania action platformer type of game. And I've got I mentioned earlier about making space. I'm selling I have the collector's edition of this. So I wanted just to have the game itself, just because I like to collect physical. A lot of the, limited run games, their philosophy is trying to keep physical alive because, we've gone the way of streaming and digital, and it's nice to be able to think like, well, I can just pop this in and don't have to be always online or whatever to, play this game. So, all right, we got two more things here, I think, unless something is hiding from me. This is also from Limited Run. It's probably another collector's edition. I want to say these all came at the same time, so there's like a big old stack on the front door. Well, this might have several things in here. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. Lollipop Chainsaw. Repop for the Series X. Also bought a Tomba separate, just a standard copy Love that art. It's just so cute and colorful, and that's I love that game. Ninja 5. Oh my gosh, this takes me back. I had this originally for the Game Boy Advance, and oh my gosh, what a fun game. Sort of cross between Bionic Commando and Shinobi. Two just banger games. And that art, man, my gosh, that art is exquisite. Oh man, I love it. So I definitely need to play this. I want to get it digital. Usually I get games digitally to play, and then I keep them sealed. For just that's the collector in me. And people will give you heck about it because they want to tell you how you need to collect, and I'm like, collect however you want. I'm not gonna judge. Open it up, play it, cool. Keep it sealed, also cool. I also bought the collector's edition of, oh my gosh, look at that. That's just gorgeous. This is a recreation of the OG box art, and it even looks like just a giant Game Boy Advance game. This is so freaking cool. Love, love, love. Very cool. This is making me want to play that game. I haven't played that in ages. What is this even? I bought a special edition of Tone Boss. I've got like 3 different editions of this thing. Man, I tell you, limited run has definitely fleeced me of my money. I love the brand. What can I say? They put out good product. So, all right, this is the last one, which I think it's the last one. Yeah, seems to be. Also from LRG, aka Limited Run Games. Let me see if I can get this open here. My trusty box cutter. What in the... Oh, jeez. Okay, this is just one game in here. In this big old box. This is a Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. I think it's called Locker Edition because, it looks like a big old locker. So you've got... What do you got in this edition? There's... I love that logo. That's super cool. Let's see. Does it say? Zombie Hunter Juliet. Choose between... No, they're just talking about the gameplay on this thing. I wish it had the contents listed. Does it have it on the bottom? No. But I believe there is a figure or statue that comes with this. And as I understand it, I think people were they were kind of upset about it because I don't think it was like super high quality or anything. But anyhow, I think that about covers it for tonight's version of Kollector. If you popped in live, I appreciate you popping in. Please feel free anytime, if you want to throw something in the chat. I'll try to, my ADHD brain hopefully will afford me the attentional capacity to, kind of go through things and interact. I wouldn't put it past me. Although I think I'm a better multitasker in my mind than I actually am. But yeah, no pressure there though. Of course, you could just kind of lurk, and bottom line is appreciate you popping in. But I'll upload to YouTube as I do other. I'm still technically under the Geeks Like Us umbrella. It's something me, Dr. Ryan Kelly, and Dr. Megan Connell came up with just as a platform for engaging with folks around geeky content, and because we're professionals and we're geeks, and we're just leaning into that more, and I've had fun just kind of doing little streams here and there. The Retronathan stream keeps me on my game, quite literally. Cranking out, going through my queue. My backlog has gotten just out of hand, so that just keeps me like okay, I got to do this, So that's why, and I get to play the games finally instead of thinking, oh, I got to get to that, So And then, with Collector, it's like I said, it's like Christmas morning. I have all these packages, and I get to go through them and just kind of be like, oh, yay, I love this stuff. So, but then afterwards, after I close out here, it's like, oh, the cleanup. I gotta get, these boxes in the garage and, whatever. So, but anyways, I won't bore you with that. Again, I'm Johnny B, aka Collector the Hordarian. And thanks for watching. As I like to say, keep it geeky, and I hope to see you at the next one. Until then, peace out.